I kinda know the answer, but I will ask anyway. Has anyone successfully managed to get their baby daughters pierced in maternity? I mean, before coming home, after birth? You know, sometimes kids do want to get their ears pierced when they're younger because they think it looks nice on them. But, you know, maybe give it some time after initially being birthed into the world. You know, just don't go... Alright, pierce it. Hello everybody and welcome back to another video for the day. We're going back into r/iamatotalpieceofsh, and if you guys would love to be absolutely amazing, show your support, and see more content like this in the near future, be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment down below to start up them wholesome internet discussions, we'll need it. And if you have not already, subscribe and turn on those notifications. Oakley dokley, let's go. I picked up a patio table at a good price yesterday. Upset I was forced to deal with some boy girl, her son. Hide that S, okay? You have a problem, and it's not okay to inflict it on the rest of us. I didn't do anything to you. Why subject me to that? And gain some morals when dealing with the public. Imbeciles. So let me get this straight. You went over to someone's house, someone's private property, and you got pissy because they had a kid. What? Why'd you have to act like that? Was there no managers in the local area that you needed to speak to? We have won Brexit. It's time for you to go back to wherever you came from. We don't need foreigners taking our housing, our jobs, our GP places. We won't be happy until you people leave our country. You know, it's funny because you could just guarantee every time somebody writes this, you can honestly think of the good old South Park phrase, "They're going through their head." I have $4,000 to give to anyone with information leading to the arrest of the person or people who stole and killed my best friend. All information is confidential. We believe Dakota was stolen from our home near this location. We have been posting for months trying to find him. On January 30th, we got a call that someone found him on the side of this road. That's around 90 miles away. He was left to make it appear as though he was hit by a car, but he was shot in the head. What kind of sick person not only steals someone's family member but then kills it? What goes through their head that makes them think, oh, this is gonna be funny? Picked up 40 strategically scattered brass tacks from this cycling bottleneck alongside the A4 in Hammersmith after a warning from another local cycling parent. Look, people can hate cyclists all you want, nothing justifies throwing out tacks, especially in some areas where people actually walk too. And honestly, the only cyclists that I ever really dislike are the ones that blatantly will run through intersections or go through people at full speed and then just want all the privileges of being a vehicle on the road without having to listen to any of the rules, and everybody knows which ones we're talking about. A generation of seabirds was wiped out by a drone. 3,000 seabirds abandoned their eggs after a drone crashed into their nesting grounds. We've never seen such a devastation here, said this person, an environmental scientist at this beach's reserve. Please don't fly your drone in a wildlife refuge. You know, it's almost as if there's rules saying don't fly your drone here in the first place, but you know, some people don't have the physical capacity to understand that nor read, and then they think, oh, I'm not doing anything, I'm just going to be way up here, and then they screw up everything. I like drones. I almost got a nice one a while back, but like seriously, if I'm told I can't fly in a certain area, I'm not going to try to contest that. New York mom accused of throwing infant daughter, 2-year-old son out of window. The 24-year-old mother, identified as this person, first pushed out an air conditioning unit before throwing her baby girl out the window. A Brooklyn, New York mother is being accused of throwing her toddler and infant out of a second-floor window before jumping herself. New York City police were called to this location near this apartment on Saturday around 11:24 a.m. The family has been hospitalized at this hospital and is expected to survive, though the 1-month-old girl is in critical condition. Johnny and Jugnu, fast food staff arrested for not giving police free burgers. All 19 workers at a fast food restaurant in Pakistan were detained after refusing to give a group of police officers free burgers last week. So let me get this straight. You'd arrest somebody for breaking the law, except if that law was the cops, then it's perfectly fine. Explain to me how that works. I might not live in Pakistan, but I'm pretty certain in general, in order to receive something, you have to have some form of currency beforehand. Lost my virginity? Funny story. I art a kid in a movie theater because I wanted to F and he kept saying no. That's how I lost it? Yeah, apparently the comments said that this was apparently an actor named Riley Reid. Doesn't really do movies that are family friendly, more so the adult genre. But yeah, it doesn't matter who you are. This is never okay. Apparently, the only thing new that's come out of this person is that they dumped $4.8 million on another mansion. Do not settle for anything less than a partner who is as all in on being your equity life partner as you are in being their equity life partner. That means that the partners and their relationship is the uncontested priority over all else, including children. Kids are the top relationship responsibility, but not the top priority, ever. If your potential mate prioritizes their prior failed family progeny over you and their relationship with you, up your standards in a mate and move on. It is not about finding the perfect man or woman. It is about finding an equity life partner to grow your life with and navigate the future with together. Find that person and you will have found the mate that is perfect for you. Okay, but you're not hearing yourself, right? Because you're putting yourself over a little dude that doesn't know exactly what's going on in life and kinda can't do much for himself right now. And also considering the fact that, first off, the kid was here before you, you can't just start a relationship with somebody and then tell that person to shove their kid aside and then put you on the top of the pedestal. Like, it doesn't work like that. Plus, the constant use of the word equity for the whole equity life partner thing, it doesn't really scream, I'm going to be that supportive in the relationship in the first place. Like, you would think that for a relationship to be good and stable, people have to go in with equal effort. Like, for anybody wondering what the difference between the words equity and equality is, think of it like this. Two people need to save up $100, but one person has $55 and then the other person has $65, but they both, in the end, get $100. I think the first thing that came up on Google was everybody's given the same chance to succeed, and then equity being everybody gets the same result. And it just kind of catches me off guard whenever people use that in relationships, because it makes me kind of think they don't need to put in the same amount of effort as the other person. Mom left baby son to starve to death in a crib while she went on a 4-day drinking binge. This dummy, 25, went out partying with her friends and left her 11-month-old son to starve to death at home, only to be found by his grandmother 4 days later. I've said this before, and I'm probably going to wind up saying it again in the future. When you have kids, there are things you are no longer able to do, at least until that kid is older. Going bar hopping is most definitely one of them. Whichever sick and twisted individual decided to throw and smash a goose's eggs across Greg's place today, I hope you know that should you ever trip and fall and into the campus lake, we'll be there to hold your head under while you drown. We've been feeding the geese for almost 2 years now, and to see Mama Goose in the photos so distressed was awful, especially as she came to show us all the pieces of her egg you'd smashed. You are an inhuman F. For the people who actually give a darn about the wildlife, we have lured goose parents away and fed them somewhere safer for the evening. Some people really do have such a sad life that they think that the only way to improve their situation is by making others feel bad, and even that comes down to random animals who have absolutely nothing involved with that person whatsoever. And you can guarantee the person that did this would definitely be the type of person that just hates the world and would kick a puppy. After Blank's 6-year-old daughter spent a scary night in the hospital, Blank is urging for changes in how marijuana products are packaging. Yep, totally not about the fact that you made it readily available for your young child. Nope, you're definitely upset at the packaging. This is the type of people that will never point the fingers at themselves. Easiest way to keep this away from your child is a thing called a shelf. Put it up somewhere higher than their 4-foot height. Or, there's these miraculous things called cabinets that you can put them in. Or heck, even your room. There are so many ways that this could have been avoided, but nope, you want to blame the packaging. A pair of attackers stabbed a teenage boy, stole his sneakers, and threw flour and butter on him in an attack that was caught on a Bronx bodega's surveillance tape, the NYPD said. The 17-year-old boy was inside a bodega on this avenue in this place around 3 p.m. on Sunday when the two attackers approached him and started kicking him, police said Monday. At some point during the attack, the pair tossed flour and butter onto the teen and pulled his sneakers off of his feet, the NYPD said. Not long after, one of the attackers stabbed the teen in the stomach, police said. The boy was taken to a nearby hospital and is in stable condition, the NYPD said. His attackers fled the scene and hadn't been arrested as of Monday, according to the police. I've honestly never seen any type of reason for value in shoes, although I've seen some shoes that are easily $300 or $400, and I'm not sure what the reason is behind those. I mean, aside from there being a limited supply and general supply and demand kind of stuff, because honestly myself, whenever I get shoes, shoes, I don't get new shoes until the shoes I walk in can't be walked in anymore. So seeing stuff like this where people get mugged or robbed over their shoes, it confuses me a bit. But then I also do remember the whole thing about sometimes shoes are rather expensive, and I just kind of think, okay, well, I'm just going to if I do get those shoes, I'm not going to wear them outside. But with that is going to have to be it with the video. If you guys would love to be absolutely amazing, show your support, and see more content like this in the near future, be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment down below, and if you have not already, subscribe and turn on those notifications. I'll be sure to see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching, and bye-bye.